welcome back to another video. Yes, I am wearing the same thing as I was wearing on the prior video because yes, it's being done on the same day. I just did the video for somewhat of a reveal of the office, like the little changes that were made to it, and if you're interested in that, I'll go ahead and link that down below or put it somewhere around here. Now this one is going to be part of somewhat that. These are things that I got from Ross, so this is going to turn into a mini Ross haul. Hi, whatever you call it. Again, on my hair, I shower earlier, and I always let my hair air dry. But most of the things I got were purchased from Ross, and I had accidentally purchased something from Walmart again when I did a grocery shop. I forgot to take something out of the cart, and the lady hands it over to me, and I go like, I bought this? She's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh. I had put it in my cart while I was sick, and I forgot. Actually, I put it in my cart for Mother's Day. That was before I started getting really sick, and I ended up just going to the store, picking them up, and forgot to clear the shopping cart. And then I placed an order for food, and thankfully the others were out of stock, because otherwise I would have ended up with a bunch of stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I got from Ross, and I already took this out of the packaging, was a wallet for my son. Now, I have been teaching him to be wise with his money, not to spend it all at once. So right now he has a allowance, and he can earn money by doing shorts and things like that as well. I want him to understand that it takes hard work for you to earn your money and to be respectful, and spend it wisely. So, because sometimes we all get paid and we're like, ooh, I want to buy this thing I've been wanting, but in reality, some of us have to be more cautious than others. So it is a very basic wallet. This is the actual one that he picked himself. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'm actually going to print out a little card with some information in case it gets lost, and hope that someone with a kind heart returns it. If you find the wallet, well, you're out of luck. You ain't gonna have much in it anyway, so you get a wallet. I think this was $6-7, something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's been about 2 weeks since I got these things. The next thing I got from Ross, gotta be careful, okay, are these, and it's a set of 2. They're for curtains, so I don't know if you can see that there. I already have a set of these, and I love them, so I went ahead and purchased another 2 of these, and they're $4.99. It comes with 2, and actually they will go really well with the curtains here or the curtains in the formal dining room. So I'm going to be using them throughout the house because they're actually really nice, and they look really pretty on the curtains when they're on. So they only had the 2, so I only grabbed the 2. Next thing that I grabbed, and this is actually for the kitchen, I ended up, and they had different shapes, but I really like this shape right here. And this is the other item that I grabbed for the kitchen. This was $4.99, compare value at $7. They are actually really pretty. So I was thinking like olive oil and something else. And they're gonna look really nice in the kitchen, and I already have a spot for them because I've been decluttering the kitchen a little bit and cleaning it and organizing it. So this is where it's going to go. Again, Ross had different shapes, but I just really like those right there. The next item I grabbed, it is for my son. We are teaching him how to swim, and I'm very careful with him because he does get a lot of ear infections, and he has tubes in his ears. So we gotta just go slowly with him to make sure that he's not getting any ear infections and things like that. So this was $6.99. He wanted this one. It was another one, but I don't think it was gonna fit him, but he ended up picking this one. They're pretty basic, so we'll see how they work out, but this is what he wanted, so we went ahead and grabbed it. Again, this was $6.99. The following item I grabbed from Ross were, some cloths. This brings 12 of them, and it was $6.99. I usually get the flour sack towels from Walmart, but they kind of been sold out times when I went to go look for them, so I ended up grabbing these. This is also going to the kitchen or for cleaning purposes. I love to have extra towels that I can, or cloths, to separate cleaning ones and then the kitchen ones. I don't like mixing them because, you know, but I grabbed this for 12 of them and $6.99. I didn't think it was such a bad deal. The other item that I had found was this, and I'm going to be using this on I think the formal dining room table, I'm not sure yet. I went looking for something else and I couldn't find that. This was another thing that I saw maybe that I could work with. This was $7.99. They had other ones for more, so I just kind of started with this. If not, I'm sure that I can reuse it somewhere else throughout the house. So I'm okay with just having it here. So we'll see. Let's see. This is what I got from Walmart that I accidentally forgot to remove from the cart. Thankfully, they were only $2.50, but still, I'm glad the other ones were out of stock. They're just pots, the ceramic pots that I got from Mother's Day. So I ended up with 2 more white ones accidentally, and my partner told me that he likes the flowers the plants that I had on the table at the time being. So I might just end up doing this and putting 2, 1 and 1, and then something in the middle. I have to go to Lowe's and get more of the succulents to put on these and a little bit of dirt. So happy accident, you can kind of somewhat, I guess, call it. The other item that I ended up purchasing from Ross was this for the paper towels. I'm actually going to use on paper towels. For those who don't know what on paper towels are or are not familiar with the terms, are basically paper towels made out of fabric, and you can just wash them basically. So I actually have a set or 2 that are already sewn in the room, and I should have grabbed them, but I didn't think of that until now. I actually have 3 other sets sitting up there to be sewn, so you can literally just wrap them on this without Velcro or anything, or you can put snaps or whatever you want to use to keep them together. They just say rolled on here, or any of the ones that you use. But I went looking for a wooden one and they didn't have one, so I ended up with this little marbly one, and it does have weight to it. It's really nice, so when you pull on it, hopefully it won't fall over. So I ended up buying this, and it was $7.99. It was a little pricier than what I wanted to spend, but we do have a new one now in the house. So alright, so I'm trying to pick, so let's do this next. This is actually coming in the office here. I ended up purchasing this from Ross, and I believe each one was $12.99. They had this shape and another one, which I'm getting ready to show you. These are the ones that are going to go in that spot that I mentioned that I had something for the office, but I had to do the Ross video first. These are the ones that are going to be going on there. This is this shape right here. And I have to clean them because they have all the foam stuff in there and whatnot. Now the second one that I ended up purchasing was this one, and in reality I didn't actually go for these. I actually went looking for something completely different, and the Ross on here lately have been cleaned out. And I have multiple Ross, like I have 1, 2, 3, easily 3 around me. They've been cleaned out. I used to find a lot of good things in them, and lately it's kind of like, oh wow, okay, this is what's left. So this is the second one that I ended up purchasing. So again, I think this one was the same price, and from Ross. So each one, it's gonna go on each side. I have to figure out where I want to put it, and they're gonna go on the little behind me in that spot right there. So the last thing last 2 things I purchased from Ross were, and I was hoping that they had one that had this clear, but they didn't. It was this. It's for a candle, which I still gotta find a candle. This is most likely either gonna go in the living room or the formal dining room over here on the other farmhouse entertainment center, or whatever you want to call it. But I purchased 2 of these, and they were $9.99 each. They go with the theme of the house. I was just trying to find something for the end tables, and I ended up putting the flowers that were on the other table on the end tables, and they look really good there, so I might just leave those there, and I'm going to see how these look on that other table. That was a little confusing, but I hope that makes sense. Alright, and the last thing I ended up purchasing from Ross was, they had 2 different shapes. I ended up going with this one, and I've been having to hide this one or put it upside down because Miss Sophia, lovely Sophia, likes to chew on it, so I had to hide it away from her. It's wood. But this was $16.99, and is for the 4th of July. And I thought it was so pretty. Sorry, this is so awkward. There you go. It was so pretty, and it's from Ross. And I'm gonna hang it on the door. But I got this from Ross. They had, I think it was like a circle one or another shape one, but I like this one better. They only had one of these left, so I'm so glad I grabbed them. Again, they usually have a lot of beautiful things, but they were all sold out. So these are the few things that I managed to grab. I know I say a few things. It seemed like it was a lot. In reality, it's not. And I stayed under budget for this. I actually budget a lot of these items, and I little by little save money, and then I go and buy these. Now it seems like I've done a lot of Ross hauls lately, but I had this sitting here for about, I think, about 2 weeks or approximately, I don't know. But I love Ross. They're affordable. They have some beautiful things in there. Sometimes, you know, the quality's kind of like, well, that's everywhere you go, I feel like. Yeah. So with that being said, I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this video now. I hope that you have a great weekend. And yes, we're still on the weekend. You have a great weekend day and lots of happiness and health. And thank you all for all the new subscribers. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Enjoy your loved ones, and I will see you on the next video.